Hi friends, welcome to Solidworks with Dal. Today we'll be designing a little kid's chair. The material is made out of wood, maple. All dimensions are in inches for this drawing, and the drawing is shown in third angle orthographic projection. Starting at the top view, the width of the chair is 11 and a quarter inches wide, and the depth is 11 and a quarter inches as well. So it's basically a square chair. The overall height of the chair is 19 and 3/4 inches high. The four legs are 1 inch by 1 inch square with a typical radius of 1/8 of an inch fillet. The two front legs are 11 inches high, and the two back legs are 19 and 3/4 inches high. Then there are the side rails. Left, right, front, and back, and the top rail. They're all the same dimensionally. The thickness is 3/4 inches. The height of the rails are 2 5/8, and the length are 9 1/4 inches. All the side rails have a typical radius of 1/16 of an inch fillet on the four corners. Now looking at the section AA view, we have the seat shown at 1 1/8 thick cardboard by 10 1/4 wide and 10 1/4 deep. The seat is sitting down, offset 1/4 of an inch from the top of the rail. Underneath the seat is a support rail, and that's 1/2 inch by 1 1/2 inch wide by 10 1/4 inches long. And it's sitting in the center between the two side rails. And it goes from the front to the back. Looking at the right side view, the side rails are positioned 8 3/8 of an inch from the bottom of the leg to the bottom of the side rail. Up. Now looking at the front view, we're looking at the last detail, and that's just an engraving for personalization. Okay, so let's get started and design this little kid's chair. File, new, part, okay. Save your drawing, go to options, document properties, units, choose inches, 3 decimal places for dimensioning, okay. We're going to start with the top plane, sketch, draw a rectangle. For construction, okay, select all 4 lines, make relations equal. It's not showing, but it is. Okay. I'm going to give it dimension to verify. So we know the overall width of the chair is 11 1/4 inches by 11 1/4 inches. So we're going to verify that this is 11 1/4, which it is. Okay. I'm going to draw a line, center line, from that corner to that corner. Okay. Select all 5 lines. I'm going to move it from the center of the square. Click that midpoint and hold shift and click the origin point and make coincident relation. Okay, so our square is in the center of the origin. Okay, I'm going to draw another rectangle to create the leg. Okay, I'm going to select all 4 lines, make relations equal again. It's not showing here, but it is. Okay, dimension. We know the dimension of our leg is 1 inch square, 1 inch by 1 inch. So 1 inch, enter. And just to verify, 1 inch by 1 inch, okay. A couple more dimensions. From that line to the center is 4 5/8, okay. From that line to the center is 4 5/8, okay. Now we're going to add some relations. That line, hold shift that line, vertical. Okay, it's already vertical, so we'll put it parallel. Okay, that line, hold shift, select that line, and parallel. Okay, it's still underdefined, so it's this line, horizontal. Okay. Now our drawing is fully defined, and we're going to add some radius to this square. So we want the radius to be 1/8 of an inch for the leg. 0.125. Okay. And we're going to select all 4 lines. Okay, 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 and okay. And okay. So we have 1/8 radius for the square leg. Now we're going to extrude boss. The leg is 11 inches long, and it's going from the line in its reverse direction down. Okay. Now we're going to select front plane, show it. We're going to draw on it, select it, sketch, draw a rectangle. Okay. Give it some dimension. We know the height of the side rail is 2.625, which is 2 5/8 by 3/4 inch wide, 0.750. Okay. We want to dimension this edge with the edge of the leg to be 1/8 in, so it's 0.125 to center the rail in the middle of the leg. Okay, now we're going to add some relations. This edge, parallel, this line, parallel, this line, shift this line, collinear. Okay, now our drawing is fully defined. Now we're going to add some radius. So for the side rails, we want it to be 1/16 of an inch, so 0.0625. I'm going to select all four corners. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to extrude features, extruded boss. I want to unmerge result, so unselect that. I want it to be a separate body. I want it from the mid plane from the front plane. And it's going to be 9¼ inches long, 9.250. Okay. So we have two separate bodies, the side rail and the leg. Now we're going to turn on front plane 2. Okay. We have the right plane and the front plane. Okay. And we're going to make an axis. We're going to do a circular pattern around that axis. So we're going to go to linear. No, we're going to go into reference geometry, axis, two planes, front plane, right plane. And we got at that intersection of those two planes, we got where our axis should be, which is the center of the chair. Okay, so that's okay. So I'm going to turn off hide, and hide the right plane too. Now, oops, I didn't mean to hide the axis. I want to turn it on. And I'm going to go to linear pattern, circular pattern. I'm going to choose my direction around that axis. 1. 4 I want. Okay, I don't want features, I want bodies. I'm going to select this body, this leg, and that side rail. And now I have 4 of each, which is 8 bodies. Okay, and it shows here 8 bodies. I'm going to hide the axis now because I'm done with that. Okay, so we got our front legs, our side rails, back rails, and our back legs. But our back legs are longer or higher than our front legs by 8¾ inches high. So 11 plus 8.750 is 19¾ overall high. So we got to add 8¾ to the 11 inches. So we're going to select that, hold shift, select. Oh, I'm going to select that and then sketch on that surface. Now I'm going to select that, highlight it, that top surface, hold shift, select that to get both of them, convert entities. Okay. Now I'm going to features, extrude boss. And I want merge result. The dimension is 8.750, which is 8¾ inches, and not from the midplane, from blind, from that top surface up. And I want to unselect, auto select, because I want it to merge to only these legs, the bottom part. So I'm going to select this one and this one. Okay. So now I still have 8 bodies. That's right. Okay, so now moving on, I'm going to create the seat. No, I'm going to create the top back rail. So I'm going to go to linear pattern. Okay. Direction is this edge going up. All right. I'm going to select that. Number of instances, 2. And I want bodies, not features. So I'm going to select that, bodies. Okay. The body is this. Okay. The selected reference surface is this. Oops. That, and up to that surface. Okay. Okay. So we have 9 bodies now. Okay, now I'm going to create the seat. I'm going to start at the top plane, select top plane, sketch. I'm not going to draw, I'm just going to offset from the side rails in by 3/8. So I'm going to go select this, offset, and I want it to be the middle of the 3/4 of an inch, which is 0.375, 3/8 of an inch in. Oh, it's the wrong direction. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to do it again. Offset that line in. Okay. Offset that line, outer line in. Same thing. Offset outer edge in. Okay. One more. That line. Oops, I didn't select offset. Offset. Oh, okay, we got it now in. So we got, all right, our 4 sides of the seats, and we're gonna go and select this, hold shift to continue selecting this, hold shift that, and convert entities. Now I'm gonna do power trims to get rid of stuff I don't need. Okay, power trim, zoom in, I'm going to get rid of this, all this, and this. I don't need that. Okay. Same thing here. Like that. Power trim, all this. Now our profile, the seat, is highlighted, is shaded, so okay. Now I'm going to diametric view. I'm going to feature extrude boss. Okay, unmerge select, unselect merge result. I know the hardboard thickness is 1/8 of an inch, which is 0.125 thick. And I'm going to look at it from the front view to see which direction it's going in. It's going up, I want it to go the opposite. Also, I want it to be offset from the top edge of the rail down by a 1/4 of an inch. So I'm gonna choose offset, from offset, and 1/4 of an inch, and it's going up. No, I want it to go down into the rail. I want it to sit down, the seat to sit inside. Okay, and that's right. Okay. Now I'm gonna select front plane, show. I'm gonna select it here and sketch. I'm gonna go here and show hidden lines visible. So I can see this edge. Okay, so I'm going to draw a rectangle for the seat support. Okay. Dimension it. According to the drawing, it's 1.5 inches wide by 1/2 inch thick. Okay. Now I'm going to add some relations to this. Select that line, hold shift, select that line, parallel. Okay. Select this line, select that line, parallel. Okay. I'm going to move this rectangle from the center of the top line to the center of this line. So I'm going to select that center point, midpoint, click it, select it. I'm going to hover over this line, hold shift, select it, make it collinear. Okay. And I'm going to add one relation here, this line, hold shift, select this bottom hidden line, and make it collinear. Okay. Select this line, make it horizontal. Okay. This line and this line vertical. Okay. And it's fully defined. Okay. So looking at it from diametric view, I want to extrude that. Extrude boss and unselect merge result. According to the drawing, it's 10, and a quarter inches long from the midplane. Okay, looking at it from top view, that's what we want from that to that. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna turn on shaded with edges. I'm gonna go and look at it from the bottom. Okay, so I got my seat support. All right. I'm gonna turn off the front plane, hide it. So now I'm gonna go to create the slots, the cutout for the seat to sit inside the rails, and also for the support to sit inside of the rails. I need some cutouts. So I'm gonna go to Insert, Feature, Indent, Cut, Target Body, Back Rail, Tool Body Region, and select this. That's what I want to cut. Okay, I'm going to hit Enter to repeat the command. Right side rail, cut, this same thing. Okay, hit Enter. Left side rail, cut, this tool body region. Okay, and Enter to repeat the command. Target body is the front rail, cut, tool body is this one. So we got okay. Now we got to do the cutouts for the support rail underneath the seat to sit in. So I'm going to go Insert again, Features, Indent, Cut, Tool Body, Target, Tool Body is this one, and Tool Body Region is this one, and that's what I want to cut. Okay, hit Enter, front rail, cut, Tool Body Region is the seat support, and that's what I want to cut. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you from the diametric view what we have done. I'm going to take this, which is Boss Extrude 4, and hide. And this is, I'm going to select this, Boss Extrude 5, which is the support rail underneath the seat, and right click it, hide. And now we have the cutouts for the seat in all four rails, and the cutouts for the seat support by using the indent feature. Okay, so I'm going to turn back on the seat and the seat support underneath. Okay, now we're going to do an engrave of our name on the top rail of this chair. So I'm going to select the surface, sketch, zoom in, sketch text. I'm going to use document form, unselected, font. I want to keep the same font. I'm just going to change the point size to 65 in my case. Okay, I'm going to select text and I'm going to type Solidworks with dowel. Okay. Click on the screen. Now I got this position point. I'm going to put it right here. Take a look. Make one more adjustment. I'm going to shift it up a bit. Get in the center horizontally and vertically. Okay, looks okay to me. I'm going to okay, select, click on the screen. All right, now I'm going to extrude features, extrude cut it to engrave it into the material. And I want to go in depth by only a 1/16 of an inch. Okay, and I want to have a draft angle inwards of 30 degrees. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to highlight that to make it show better. So I'm going to cut, extrude, and I'm going to go edit appearance. I'm going to select red. Okay. Okay. Looks good to me. All right. So now we're going to add some appearance to the chair. So I'm going to select this, edit appearance, and I'm going to right click, clear selection, make it body. Okay, so that's extrude 4. And I want to make it white, hardboard, so the white for the hardboard. And okay. Now I'm going to select this. I'm going to select the first one, hold shift, select all 11 bodies, excluding, hold control, extrude 4. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to give appearance, organic, wood. Okay, organic, wood, and I want maple. I'll go satin finish maple. And here we have it. So we finished designing our little kids chair project. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.